Welcome back, ladies and gents, and I'm playing some more Hearts of Iron 4 because I can't get enough of the game at the moment, even if the game probably has enough of me by now. I'm going to be playing some more Game of Thrones on Hearts of Iron with the World of Ice and Fire mod, and today we're going to play as House Lannister, and as you can see we have Tyrion Lannister as our leader. A fascist ideology and a totalitarian regime, they never have elections, and their ruling party is the NSB. But let's just read some of the buffs we get. We get the Reigns of Castamere, which is what the song you might just be able to hear in the background is actually playing. Let me just read what it says. House Lannister is the undisputed leader of the Westerlands. We have proudly ruled this region for hundreds of years, and so far only House Rain has dared challenge us. May their demise serve as an example to what happens to those who oppose House Lannister. Pretty sure it's House Tarbeck as well, or something like that opposed them, if I know my lore. Some of my focus is remove Robert Baratheon. No matter how much we contribute to the Crown Lands and the Seven Kingdoms in general, it's clear that the whoremongering King Robert Baratheon and his sidekick Ned Stark will always look down upon us. We can no longer tolerate this, and we must ensure that Prince Joffrey sits on the throne ASAP. I don't think they'll say ASAP. All we have to do is make sure the old King suffers a little incident. Tully ultimatum, that's War of the Tullys, and Tribesmen of the Vale. And we'll just read its brief history and then we'll get into it. The richest house in Westeros has long enjoyed its position of power. Their limited but key involvement in Robert's rebellion was just a taste of what the armies of the Westerlands can do if need be. Though the armies were left untouched by the war and their oil reserves are seemingly limitless, their influence has come at the expense of a bitter rivalry with the House Stark, and it seems that a new war is inevitable. Right, we're going to get into this, and let's see how well I do. Probably not too well. Well, these House Lannisters crapped on me as the Greyjoys and the Starks, so we'll see how much more progress I can actually make. Right, so starting this up, we start off with 24 divisions, and we have Field Marshal Jaime Lannister. And that is definitely... what does that say? Okay, more offensive minded than most, so I'm making my Field Marshal. We're going to see what sort of navy we have. It's not the biggest navy. I'll merge it all together though. Please, merge. Maybe we'll just try merging one or two at a time. I'll just give you a commander. Johannes Theodoris Fusner. Just make sure I'm doing this right. Merge. Merge? You gonna merge? Oh, it's because I'm paused it. Never mind, ignore me. It's because it's still paused, sorry. Right, that's me being a twat. National focus. Queen's favour, 150 political power. I probably want to go down something that gives me a lot of industrial power. Denounce the Starks. Changing popularity, -20. Could go down that. Tribesmen of the Vale. Gain 3 new Hear Me Roar. Can create Lannister Baratheon alliance. We will probably invite the Reach because House Tyrell are very powerful. Okie doke. Yep, I think that seems to be a good plan, but we'll get Queen's favour first. 150 political power. The union of House Baratheon and House Lannister shall create the mightiest power Westeros has ever seen. We must strengthen our ties further. Yep. We got a lot of military factories by the actual normal standard. I didn't want to do that. Nope. Want more of that. I want some artillery. I want artillery in front of tanks. We'll still build some light tanks right at it. What fighters can we get? Into war fighters, close and the close air support ones. We'll get some close air supports. Let's leave it on that for the moment. Navy wise, we've got a lot of convoys. I think 2 destroyers, 2 and a light cruiser, 2 light cruisers and a heavy cruiser. That'll do nicely. We get 3 research spots. I'm going to do what I always do, support weapons 1. Basic machine tools. and gets that electromechanical engineering on the go. Resources wise, we have a lot of factories at the moment. We'll trade with Dawn just for now. I just want and trade for British Malaya because I have a lot of factories. We have no divisions of basic training, but we shall sort this out in a minute. Right, so Prince Joffrey's very incesty heritage has been questioned. But I think this is another failed attempt to smear our family's name, and the Starks can fuck off. Right, King Robert Baratheon has passed away. Today the entirety of Westeros is in mourning over the passing of King Robert Baratheon. Sadly, before all visitors except the Baylor even had the chance to say the final farewells, controversy has already arisen. His eldest son, Joffrey Baratheon I, is not yet of age and will require a regent to rule in his place. A lot of higher-ups in the government were under the impression that these duties would be given to Robert's wife, King Cersei Lannister, but by his own request that role was instead given to his close friend Eddard Stark. Once again the Starks are trying to fuck with Lannister affairs and get in our way, and we can't let them do that, can we? House Stark had just announced an alliance with House Tully, banded together like a bunch of fucking cornered rats. Yes, that's what I think, Tywin Lannister. We will fucking sort them out in a bit if you just leave me to it. Just invited the Tyrells into our little faction, the Lannister-Tyrell alliance we know of. So I've got a very powerful ally. We're gradually building up our army, but I am playing Instant War Goal mod on, but I'm going to try and actually invade through the focus tree, so I need to get remove Robert Baratheon, reinstate King Joffrey, then Tully Ultimatum I need to get, so we'll have to see how well this goes going down this little focus tree. Right. Just got a Greyjoy demands the return of Fair Isle, and I think I'm actually going to give them it because I can't be asked to go war with them. So I'm going to say let them have it for now, because he only has 2 civilian factories on, and it's not a lot in terms. Yeah, it's a decent population there, but that's not going to hurt me too much, so I'm not too worried about that. This amused me a fair bit. When you go to political advisors, I can get Gregor Clegane, also known as the Mountain, or like a undead sort of weird zombie thing, if you're up to date on Game of Thrones. It gives me effect of partisans on us -25, but in the green. Foreign subversive activities efficiency 30%, and non-core manpower +2. So yep, I'm definitely welcome to Gregor. Right, King Robert's actually passed away again. Once again, the shameless Starks getting away, and I actually went remove Robert Rebellion. I keep saying Robert Rebellion. It's because of he did do a fucking rebellion against Hubby what's it? Oh for God's sake, the Targaryens. I'm really not with it today. I know quite a bit on Game of Thrones, but Jesus, I'm having a mare. Why can't I do this yet? I need National Spirit King Joffrey. What's it say? House Lannister has National Spirit King Joffrey I. Okay. I apologise if you heard my cat in the background there. Yeah, I worked out why I can't go do my really evil sort of national focus at the moment, which is reinstate King Joffrey. It's because Ned Stark's actually still in charge of the Crown Land, so until he dies and quite literally loses his head, I cannot do that thing yet. I need to wait until they do something or an event comes up. Just did a very nice bit of research, national focus, called Mobilise the Westerlands, and that's gave me 2 million manpower, so that's going to be very fun to play around with. Random side note, also just realised that Jaime Lannister's interest in army portrait is actually from Black Hawk Down, because I'm pretty sure he's in that film. Well, our Stark just declared war on the Crown Lands. This could get very interesting very quickly. Well, so it begins. We have a call to arms request from the Crown Land, so we're going to accept it. So we're at war with the Tullys now. Righty ho. We're going to get as many divisions as I can shoved into here on this front line. I'm going to wait for them to get in position, and we are going to attack. We are, and see how well it goes. Which I like to think it'll go fairly well, but we'll have to see. The Iron Bank of Bravos has offered me a war loan. I'm actually going to except black, because that gives me a lot of really good boosts, and I'm quite confident of defeating the Starks and Tullys. I'm definitely confident of defeating the Tullys. We'll have to see how this goes though. As you can see so far it's going pretty well. Can't really, a lot of green on this board with my offensive at the moment, so I'm fairly happy. Just have to see how this goes. But so far the war is going well for House Lannister. Well, I didn't take long at all. The Riverlands have already fallen, so I'm going to have to draw up a new offensive line by the looks of it. But nope, they did not last long whatsoever. Poor little Tullys, poor little fishies. Not doing too well against House Lannister, are you today? House Stark are doing this very bright idea when they just waste all that army against me, or gradually grinding down their manpower. Look at the casualties melting up at the moment. Well, they're losing a lot of men, and I'm just going to sit here for a while and enjoy myself. Right, I'm going to invite the Greyjoys to my faction because they want to join me apparently. Invite to faction, House Greyjoy. Is that Balon Greyjoy? No, it's Euron Greyjoy. Right, let's see if they accept that. And the Baratheons are now at war with us, but I don't think the Titan of Reach seem to have them quite well mustered, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I've still got to focus on my war with the Starks, which they are still wasting a lot of men against us at the moment. I'm not too bothered about this. I've lost 79,000, they've lost 383,000, so that's all good with me. Let's just see how badly this is about to go from. Well, they're all going to die. Oh, it's not looking too good for that 35 start divisions. Oh dear, how many dead Starks? I don't know. 721,000. Oh dear, that was a very big encirclement for House Stark. As you can see, it's not going too well for House Stark at the moment. Just trying to Greyjoys are invading in the west, and there's more Tyrell and Crown Anne's forces in the west, and I'm just punching through the middle, and they've got to be close to capitulating. Well, they're getting quite close, so let's see how long it takes. Looks like Winterfell's about to fall before us at the moment. Oh, go on Winterfell, you gonna get captured? I might just need to change his defensive line slightly. Just do it from sort of this area. I mean, it doesn't sort of matter at the moment. I've lost so many men, they can't do much against me. Oh. Oh, the Iron Bank thing's expired. Oh, Winterfell's fallen. House Stark's capitulated. Treaty of the Dreadful. Okay. I have a lot more points than most people, so let's see how I'm going to distribute this. Well, I'm quite happy with how that turned out and how Westeros looks now, with under House Lannister's control primarily. I do control quite a lot at the moment, and I might even see what else I can conquer. I puppeted House Bolton, as that seemed only fitting, considering they did back the Lannisters initially in the war. So yeah, this has gone really well. That's got a really nasty debuff, if you can see this. Gain the North for Embers, despite being under Lannister control. The North are refusing to yield easily, so just have to make sure House Bolton keeps them in line. Not eerie, I've heard you've been Robin Aaron, you've been talking some shit about me, so there you go, have some of that. I definitely did not justify them for the sake of justifying them. I wouldn't do a thing like that. Just slid into the Erie's DMs by parachuting behind our line, so don't think it's going to go too well for them, because they're already quite close to capitulating, and I've not hardly captured anything at the moment. I know some of you Lannister soldiers might die, but that is a chance I'm willing to take. Who dares wins? Now, why are there? Oh, that's Stannis Baratheon. I was very terrified for a minute. I thought the Japanese had landed. Yeah, but overall, for the Erie, this could be going better for them. We are taking casualties, but that's to be expected, really. Oh, some of my men are quite close to getting encircled, but my Lannister soldiers are pushing on through. Let's keep pushing, lads. Keep pushing. Well, it's safe to say House Aaron didn't mind me taking over their land. What lovely people. What fantastic people. They just let me come in and take all their land because they're so generous. You know what, Dawn? You haven't done a lot in this war. You know what? That actually makes me feel really, really, really uneasy. So, there you go. Oh, what to do? What to do? I'll just conquer state, I think. Bit of land over here, more land for the Lannisters. Let's see how well this goes. Well, they're not actually doing what I'm telling them to at the moment, never mind. And another danger to the Seven Kingdoms has been neutralised. Dawn is gone. They shall not be bothering me again for any more. But what's that I hear? Let's go have a look. Let's have a little look up north. Let's just see what's here. That's Castle Black and Drew Moormont. He's been saying some very bad things about the Lannisters recently, so we'll just have to deal with that, won't we? I'm sorry, the Night's Watch. I just wasn't quite comfortable enough with you looking after the wall, so I just might have had to get rid of you. Don't take any offence to it. It's only war. The Principality of Dawn just annexed. The Principality of Dawn. Okay. I think it's about time to declare war on the Free Folk because I'm scared of Communist Mance Raider and what he could do to the Seven Kingdoms. After all the fighting the Seven Kingdoms have endured, there is only one more enemy to fight. That is Cresta, leader of the brown-haired party. Well, we're going to just do Cresta's Keep. Available war gold. Declare war. I think we shall just go up. I think we should just attack. Oh wow, wasn't that a short war? And it actually had quite a few factories and things there in turn. Right, Westeros now looks like this. House Lannister nearly controls all of the world. You can guarantee their independence, but I can't. See if I could, I'll declare war on them, but I don't really know how to. I think once you're in your faction, you can't just disband your faction, can you? Anyway, this has been the Sarcastic Raptor. I've really enjoyed playing this mod, and I will be playing more of this mod in the near future. This is certainly one of the best games I've actually had on Hearts of Iron. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.